Welcome to ATI Pro Media, powered by Advanced Trading. It's another week here, back at it again. Happy Monday to you all. So it's the last week until we get to the last week ahead of the U.S. election. It's counting down. So we got that going for us here today. Strong demand last week in the grain market wasn't enough to prop up the markets. Corn and beans were actually lower. Corn, beans, and wheat, all three ended lower on the week. But we've got green on the screen here this morning on the grains. It's great to see. More flash sales this morning. Great to see. We'll run through some headlines here. A lot to talk about. November options also expire. But let's dive into the markets. Let's head on over to LaSalle Street and show you where your markets are at here this morning. We got corn, Dees corn up 4 cents at 409. Nove beans up 12 and a half, 982. Wheat, Chicago wheat up 9 cents at 582. Dees KC wheat up 9 cents at 590. Looking at feeder cattle down 80 points on November. Dees feeders down 50 points. Lean hogs down 100 or 10, something like that. Over at Wall Street, the NASDAQ up 12 points. The Dow down 92, S&P down 4.5. I'm going to flip back to crude. Crude's up $1.50. Diesel's up 3 cents. Nat gas up 4 cents. Energy markets moving, macro markets moving, and your grain markets moving. But good to see green on the screen. So this week started off with a bang. Last week, really strong flash sales demand. Like I said, corn and beans didn't have a great week from a price standpoint, but the demand signals being sent to the markets are great. Looking at those flash sales we had this morning, 169,000 metric tons of corn to Mexico, 130,000 metric tons of corn to South Korea, 198,000 metric tons of corn to unknown. And what else do we got? 116,000 metric tons of bean to unknown, and 264,000 metric tons of bean received in the reporting period to delivery to unknown. So Connor and Tommy wanted me to say that in one breath, but there is no possible way with that laundry list of export flashes that we were going to get that out with one breath. Sorry, guys, couldn't do it. But great to see those flash sales coming through. Like we said, it's demand season. It's that time of year. Hopefully, sends these markets higher and provides a little undertone support for these markets. Next headline we're going to run through here, China stimulus. China cut their 5-year lending rates from 3.85 to 3.6, and their 1-year lending rates from 3.35 down to 3.10, quarter point cut on their lending rates, a little more than expectations. This kind of, leads into, many questions about the Chinese economy. Are they going to be a strong demand to the U.S. For grains? Those are the lingering questions out there, along with the size of the Brazil, South America crop. Are they going to come to us? But there's lots of questions on the strength of the Chinese economy, the situation over there, and if they're going to need our products coming to them. Next headline we're going to run through, Nova options. They expire this week. It's a big deal for beans. It's also a big deal for corn. There's a lot of Nova option interest in the corn market. But yeah, as you get into options expiration week, November is a big month for bean strikes. Our customers, ATI customers, we've talked a lot about getting out to January already. But just wanted to pop through a couple numbers looking through Nove positions. Nove beans are at 982. If we look at put open interest, 980 puts, there's 12,000 open interest at the 980 puts. There's 17,000 open interest at the $10 put mark and 15,000 at the 10.20. There's a tremendous amount of open interest in the put side of things above this market, which might lead to a very interesting week, as those are going to square up at the end of the week. And right now there's a lot of puts in the money. Next thing I got here, corn holding $4. Held $4 last week. We touched below it. That's one thing I'm watching here today is, will corn continue to hold $4 this week? Saw those good flash sales. Cash market firmed up a little bit. The spread has narrowed. Funds can go either way here. We saw funds last week, as of Tuesday, get back on the short side and flip onto the short side of the market in both beans and corn. Right now, Dees corn at 409. We're holding that $4 level. I think that's an important level to hold, and I'm going to be watching for those continued flash sales and to see if we can hold that $4 mark here this week. Going to flash up a little graphic here. looking at the weather. This morning, guys, I woke up to the weirdest thing. It was thunder, lightning, and a little moisture in the air. Had a nice system of rain move through all the way north to south Kansas, into Oklahoma, into Nebraska. That's excellent for wheat country. Talked to some customers this morning out in the far southwest corner of Kansas. They got 15, 20, 30 hundredths of moisture, which goes a really, really long ways this time of year. Going to be great to get that wheat going. Any wheat that's not up, fill in those stand gaps. It's a big rain out here in wheat country. Love to see that. Going to switch over here if I can. Want to look at the outlook. Okay. Little more rain coming, maybe. This is the top graphic here. That's the next 7 days. And then we got the extended outlook, the 29th to the 6th of November. Little green on the screen in southeast parts of the Kansas. That'd be huge for us. Hopefully we can get it. Looking at South America, maybe a little more friendly precip up in Brazil, northern central Brazil for the week. They certainly, it's an important time of year for them to get moisture and move on with some rain. Feeder cattle. Let's talk about cattle here. Feeder cattle index grinds higher last week. Cattle, though, feeders lost $2 last week, and fat cattle lost nearly $1 a week on the week last week. But the index continues to grind higher. We got strong, cash market ground higher as well. Live cattle traded $1 higher. Choice box beef up $24 over the last few weeks. 8% rise. That's significant. Strong demand signals from the box beef market. How long can consumers pay those high prices, and how sustainable is that? That's the billion-dollar question going forward. But nonetheless, got a big move on the cattle market. Kind of a dicey spot. Will we continue to go up? Will we break lower? Position yourself so that if we do break lower, you're protected and your butt's covered. Cattle on feed report at the end of the week. This is the report. Each quarter, we get a snapshot of the steer and heifer mix, the percentage of steers on feed, the percentage of heifers on feed. I don't think we're going to see anything earth-shattering on less heifers on feed in this report, but it's something that people are going to be looking at and dissecting. Lots of questions on when are we going to rebuild the herd and the availability of feeder calves going into the market if we start holding back more heifers. I'm of the opinion we're going to hold heifers back when we don't like the price, not necessarily when we're looking to invest in the beef business or the herd going forward. I think price is going to be a deciding factor. We're going to not like the price there at the market and want to keep them back for that reason. But good opportunities out there on the cattle front for managing risk on calves on the ground. Next year's calf crop. You can paint a picture in the feeder cattle market for $300 feeders, $1.80 feeders, and maybe you could see both over the coming months. Going to leave you here this week. First, let's jump to premium, flash those up. Had some good premium episodes over the weekend. The Land Talker, he came on. Always enjoy listening to Jim Rothermich on the Land Talker and talking about Iowa sales. Good episode. If you sign up for premium, you'll get that here. Also had Tommy talking with Jesse Allen, talking soybeans, talking market volatility and price action. Jesse's one of the best in the business, and always good to see what those guys talk about. So another couple great episodes of premium that we pumped out over the week. Also, Michelle here with the Farm Journal. Tommy did some premium content with her and pumped that out. So number of premiums in your inbox over the weekend. Appreciate our premium subscribers, $1 a day. Let's run that commercial real quick and tell our viewers what they get by subscribing to ATI Pro Media Premium.
Welcome to ATI Pro Media, powered by Advanced Trading. We're a financial channel that loves agriculture. For just $1 a day, you'll receive advanced trading research, actionable text, and a minimum of 6 videos a week featuring industry experts and insight. Click the button below to subscribe today.
We appreciate our premium subscribers and our customers of ATI. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us every morning live at 9. We love going live at 9. It's a lot of fun. We get to talk about the China stimulus story that broke here this morning. It's broke pretty soon, and we get to release that to you right away. But a couple questions I want you to ponder. One, my ask to you is: are you done with harvest yet? How much harvest do you have left? Leave us a comment. We want to know where you're at with harvest. Did it exceed your expectations? Did it disappoint you? We love that feedback and engagement. Leave us some comments. If it's after the live stream, we'll talk about them tomorrow and answer your questions tomorrow. Another question, I'll leave you with this here. Over the next 6 months, are there more natural sellers or natural buyers in your markets, grain or livestock? I'm going to leave you with that. Happy Monday. We'll see what we have in store over the rest of the week and send us out of here if I can find the close button. Possibly. Maybe.
Thanks for joining us. We're here every day, 9 a.m. Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.